Hi guys, so it's, what time is it even? 11:05 at night. I'm making a really late video, hence it being up really late. But I wanted to do a really quick video. Trying to do the right thing. That's what happens when you use your shower curtain as a backdrop. So yeah, I'm in pajamas, well not really pajamas, I'm really in comfy clothes because I'm going to be up for at least another 3 hours. Not that I'm necessarily going to edit this video, just up to 1. I guess technically that'll be like 2 hours. Whatever. I have this here because literally I've tried to make this video other times. And they both turned out good, but I don't like to use old videos just because some of the information is out of date then. I don't like to have to go down the description and be like, this is filmed blah 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 many days ago. So yeah. I'm gonna be on the midnight train with the upload. So I look tired. I've been up since 6 this morning or earlier. Roughly 6. But yeah. Anyway. This video, as you can see by the title, it is down there, I believe. People still go there. I don't know. It's going to be somewhere. I got my license. So I am now a licensed driver. Which I could have gotten, technically, my license over spring break. But I didn't have all my things done and stuff that was important. But yeah, so I did pass my license test though. So we are, yeah, stay off the streets of Phoenix. No, totally kidding. I'm a good driver. Obviously, if you live in Arizona or you've been to Arizona, you know that the highway and the freeway and all those places are freaking crazy. 17 and the Loop 101 and stuff are pretty crazy places to drive. So, but I'm definitely comfortable on them now. It's really funny. They're super intimidating when you're not driving on them, because once you're driving and you kind of get the flow, you can figure out what other people are doing a little bit better than if you're just the passenger and you're like, oh god. Because you know what you're doing, as opposed to being the passenger and not knowing what the other person's doing. You know what you're doing and you're in control, and that's what's really... I like to be in control, apparently. That is a development. So yeah. So we're all good for when Lovely Caitlin comes out. This is going to be like half how to pass your test here and half life update. I'm not in the center of the frame. Bad Aaron. Center yourself. Centering is hard though. Yeah. I have my hair natural right now, so you guys are getting to see a sight. Because normally when I have it natural, I have it back. Because the butt. But yeah. Actually, I am thinking of getting it cut, so not like super short. Finally, it's gonna be cut to like here. So, like if I sit up straight and do this, my hair's gonna be like that length. So not short, not long. My hair's not long right now though. I've had it so much longer. So what happens when you grow it out from 4th grade to 9th grade is that your hair gets really long and really dead. And my hair is definitely damaged between dye and straightening it basically every day. So yeah. Or using heat on it every day and not using heat protectant every day because I am horrible and I don't always go out and buy more of it. Because stuff is expensive, especially when you're a teenager that doesn't have a job, which I would get a job, but I don't have the means to this summer simply because I'm going to be out of town for an entire month basically. So yeah, we're keeping the tradition of having at least 1 month out of Arizona and never being in the state for the 4th of July. Because I have never been in state for 4th of July. I'm actually going back to Portland for basically all of July. And I get to visit Canada for the first time, hopefully. I believe if Caitlin's family is in discussion. So we're all good, we're all cool. So yeah, she comes out here in not much longer. I'll actually give you the exact time because I have a countdown. So yeah, she's back in 6 days and 11 hours and 20 minutes. 6, 11, 11. So not much time until she's here. I guess she gets in at 10:22 a.m. Holy crap, she gets in early. I could double check that actually. So yeah. What happens when you check your email? Oh, because that's spam. It doesn't go there. So we're gonna be set. We have plenty of places to visit, lined up and things to do, and yeah. So it's gonna be really fun. Where are you from? How long is this one? Okay, so that's the proper flight. I have to double check this all. But yeah, so that's kind of what's up. With all that, lots of stuff planned. We are, just to give you a mini update, we're gonna do challenges and stuff like that. We're planning on doing the whipped cream challenge, chubby bunny, and baby food challenge. So that's exciting. The baby food challenge is never exciting. And then we're gonna probably do a week of vlogs. So I don't know if it's gonna be like an everyday deal or if it's gonna be a vlog every day and then upload it. Yeah. And that'll probably, I don't know what week it'll be. But yeah, also things going on. Tuesday I have Fall Out Boy concert, so I'm really excited for that. In the process of kind of figuring Tuesday out. Saturday, Caitlin comes back. Thursday. Yeah, Monday I have to go get a new tire for my car because we're not sure if it has an impact bubble or not, and basically that just means that some of the cords snapped in the tire and it's not holding air right if it is an impact bubble, because you can't always get the cords to lay perfectly, so sometimes there's still a bubble anyway. But we'd rather be on the safe side, especially since I'm going to be having Caitlin with me. I'm going to be sure that all of the tires are normal and stuff like that. And I'm learning how to read my car, which is a good thing. So I know this little yellow or orange sign with an exclamation point means that I have low tire pressure. So yeah. Other news, I got my car washed today because it really needed a wash. My car basically sits outside all the time because we have the car that we don't use in the garage, which doesn't make any sense. And now that I have my license, my Rondo is obviously going to be used. Because if you don't know, I'm driving a Rondo, a Kia Rondo 2007. License plate ABC123. No, I'm totally kidding. That'd be great if that was my license plate though. It's like just by coincidence it happened. I didn't customize it or anything. It's just it happened. No, you don't have a custom plate. But yeah. So I have to move the Sorento out of the garage because we're going to sell that car because we don't use it. And then my Rondo gets to go in the garage. And I'm really glad I'm good at pulling into my garage because apparently it's a squishy spot. That being said, my car isn't really super wide. It's not like a compact car, but it's not like a really like wide, awful thing. Like I'm sure that the Sorento is bigger than it and it fits in that part of the garage. And my grandfather's a little bit nervous about me. He doesn't really want me to move the cars on my own and stuff like that. I'm like, I can do it easy. I don't want to drive the Sorento. I'm used to it. I don't really want to pull it out of the garage. So, that being said, it should be easy as going straight, but somehow I managed to not be. But I will say that if you've gotten your permit, I would really suggest that you talk to your parents about having them get you like professional driving lessons, like from a company, because then I'll just do this. I'm not sponsored by them at all, but I use Stop and Go driving down here in Phoenix, and they were fantastic. The guy was really laid back and he was really, you know, good, comfortable to be around. The car, they give you a car, you're not necessarily driving in your own car, which can kind of be iffy for some people, but yeah. That's the reason that I know how to like comfortably drive on the freeway and the highway and stuff like that, is because of this. So a lot of what I learned driving wise is from this, because we didn't have time to get me lessons. Like I can parallel park now. I never thought I'd be able to parallel park, but that's how I passed the test, is I parallel parked. Well, that along with knowing how to like drive and make right turns. Because I will tell you, before I started, every time I made a right turn, I hit a curb. Every time. And yeah, so not sponsored, but yeah. So definitely good. I like it. So this is basically what your evaluation is gonna look like when they give you the road test. When you actually take your test, you don't get to keep the paperwork though. This is just me. This is from my, we did a practice test, the last lesson that I had, which was a couple weeks before I got my license, was before I went to San Diego, which by the way, I went to San Diego and I saw the San Diego Zoo at the safari park, and I went up behind the scenes tour at the safari park, and it was really cool. And I fed a weird horse, which was great, because I can never remember the name of the horse. But there's a bunch of stuff that they can mark you off on, so I'm going to show you stuff they can mark you off on. There's my phone. So if you want to read that, pause the video or just look at it now. You start off with 100 points and you have to get 80 to pass at least here. So that's the bueno. I ended up going to the wrong DMV. I wanted to go to the one where you did the 3-point turn, because 3-point turns are really easy, but I went to parallel parking on accident, and I went to the one that was farther away. And I didn't know the DMV, and so it made me kind of nervous. But I still ended up passing, which was really great. And I guess I don't really have to go into the entire detailed story. That being said, the guy did not tell me whether I passed or failed when we got out of the car, so I was freaking out. My mom comes up to me, she's like, "Did you pass?" I'm like, "I don't know." Thankfully there was this guy that was at like an insurance booth sitting outside there, so he could try to get you to buy insurance. He was like, "Did he call you back in?" So he asked, you know, "Did you pass?" As well. I don't know. And he said, "Did I ask you to go back into the office place?" I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "Then you, 99% of the time, that means you passed." I'm like, "Oh, thank God." Hallelujah. So long story short, I passed. It's not a hard test. I passed in one time. That being said, learn how to parallel park. Learn how to parallel park proficiently. I do have to show you though my horrendous license picture because it is awful. I didn't do my hair or my makeup or anything. I went in and just called it good. So I figured out that I cannot take government issued photos at all because I always look like I'm plotting something or yeah, it's no. It's no. So yeah. What else? What else do I want to talk about? I don't know if there's much else that I want to talk about. Parallel parking formula, something that I learned from my driving instructor. So when you go to parallel park, if you need some help with parallel parking, so say you got your cones. You got cones here and you got cones here. So you got your spot, obviously, it's right here. You're gonna take the back cones out. You're gonna wanna take your car and you wanna go so that your back wheels line up with, you're gonna wanna go close and you're not touching close, but you're gonna wanna go close. And you're gonna wanna make sure that your back wheels are lined up with the cones. Then you're gonna reverse. You're gonna put your car in reverse. You're gonna turn the wheel all the way to the right. And you're gonna start backing up until your car is at a 45-degree angle. And you'll learn after judgment how it goes. Then you're gonna turn your wheel all the way to the left. You're gonna back up till you're straightened out. Be careful, you don't want to hit the cones. That's the main thing. So then you're just gonna want to like straighten out your wheel, pull forward a little bit, make sure you're not too close to any of the cones, and you're fine and dandy. It's parallel parking really isn't that hard. It's not as hard as you think it's gonna be. I'm not saying that it's easy. It's just not the most difficult thing. 3-point turns are definitely the easiest. It's like and I will say I was horribly confused before I started on what 3-point turns were. So yeah, neither one is very hard. Just make sure you know what you're doing. Make sure you know how your car works, because I don't know what they're gonna ask you to do, because they do normally ask you, to do something with your car. I'm sure they do blinker check, and with me they did blinker check and they did horn. That was all I had to do. Make sure you know your windshield wipers, your emergency brake, or your parking brake, whatever you want to call it. It's an emergency brake, isn't it? Hazard lights, headlights in general, things like that, little things you're gonna want to know how to do, because just in general, those are important. But yeah, so it wasn't ultra difficult, and I'm definitely, now that I have my license, I'm definitely a little bit more confident in myself and my ability to drive. Doesn't mean I'm gonna go maniac driving all over the place. I do realize that there are still things I have to work on. I still have to be very careful that I'm staying centered in my lane. That's my main thing, is that I have to be watchful, vigilant, that I am centered in the lane. I'm not, because in general my car has a tendency to move side to side. That's just the nature of how my car is. But also when you start driving, you always hug sides, and that can be dangerous. That makes other people around you uncomfortable, and thankfully they put those little things on the road so you know when you're going over. But I have yet to experience it where I've gone over, and I don't want to experience it, but yeah. So if you do that too, don't feel bad. My instructor told me that it's natural. That happens when you start driving. It will eventually, with work, dissipate, and you'll be able to stay in the middle of your lane easy. something I learned to check yourself is if you are in the middle of the lane or very close to the middle of the lane, like the lane that you're driving in, it's very, very likely that you're over too far. So you're gonna wanna obviously correct it the other way. Make sure you're not too close. Driving is not easy. Driving is not what it is cracked up to be, definitely. It is not easy peasy, take the wheel and you're good. It's scary. It's not, I mean, you're driving a giant hunk of machinery around, like, it's kind of scary. So yeah. But anyway, I will see you guys in my next video, hopefully before Caitlin's here. I think I want that out. I don't know. I'll probably make a video after the Fall Out Boy concert and hopefully upload that on time. Oh, other things. I know I was talking about, what was I talking about? Doing my end of school, end of the year video, and I have it filmed. I don't know if I'm going to upload it. I have to edit it down probably for time because it ended up being like 35 minutes long, and yeah. So yeah, and this is probably going to get uploaded in the morning because I'm tired and I had enough energy in me to film it and I thought I had more. Not really. So I'm going to go and chill and I will see you guys in my next video. If you haven't, I would love if you subscribed. I try to make videos as frequently as possible. And yeah, that's kind of it. So I will see you all later.